Today we're going to learn all about conservation and peregrine falcons. In North America, peregrine falcons were almost extirpated during the 1960s, which means that there were large parts of North America where they no longer existed. How did they make such a successful comeback? Let's find out. DDT, or dichloryl diphenyl trichloroethane, is a man-made insecticide which is a chemical used to kill insects. DDT was discovered in 1939 by Paul Hermann Müller, a Swiss chemist. It was even used in World War II to limit insect-spread illness for soldiers. By 1945, it was promoted as a household chemical to kill insects. However, what was not revealed to the public was that DDT is harmful to both people and the environment. When used on farms for crop dusting, small birds ate the insects contaminated with DDT. Then when birds like peregrine falcons ate these small birds, they also became contaminated with DDT. Falcons exposed to DDT laid eggs with very thin shells due to the lack of calcium. The thin shells would easily break before the eggs were ready to hatch. Because of that, the falcon population almost disappeared in North America. By the 1960s, peregrine falcons were no longer found in the eastern United States and many areas of the western United States. In 1962, Rachel Carson, an American marine biologist, writer, and conservationist, published a book, Silent Spring, that publicly exposed the negative effects of DDT on the environment for the first time. She also accused the chemical industry of spreading fake news about their DDT products so that people would not know how harmful they actually were. This angered the chemical corporations who made DDT. They accused Carson of being a fake and a communist, and even threatened the book's publisher. Since the publisher knew that Carson's research was extensive and accurate, and that she spoke to farmers, scientists, and government workers to confirm her findings, they stood by her and continued to print the book. The battle over Carson's book made it even more popular, leading to a TV special in 1963 that talked all about the dangers of pesticides like DDT. Silent Spring also helped spark the environmentalist movement in the 1960s. It led to the creation of the Environmental Defense Fund in 1967, a non-profit organization that supported making laws to protect the environment, and the Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA, in 1970, which was created by President Nixon's administration to help make and get such laws in place. Thanks to the efforts of these groups, by 1972, DDT was completely banned except in emergency cases. Now that we know why peregrine falcons almost disappeared, let's learn about how the population recovered. It all starts with a man named Tom Cade. Tom Cade was a field biologist and professor. He was also a falconer, or a person who keeps, trains, and hunts with falcons. He used what he learned from falconry to create special techniques that would help save the falcon population. Cade worked with another professor named Heinz Meng, who was the first person in North America that was able to breed falcons in captivity, so their eggshells were safe from the side effects of DDT in the wild. Once they had their falcon chicks, Cade used an old falconry technique called hacking. No, he didn't steal their Xbox passwords on a computer. Hacking in this case means that the falcon chicks are placed back in the wild in special structures called hack towers, where Cade would secretly leave them food until they fledged or learned to fly and were able to hunt on their own. The word hack comes from the Old English word for wagon, since early falconers used these wagons on top of hills as their hack towers, and then would recapture and train the chicks once they fledged. With Cade's version, instead of recapturing them, the falcons would just go free back in the wild. With so many people donating money to Cornell University for Cade's project, he started the Peregrine Fund in 1970, and it is currently the world's most important raptor conservation organization. By 1980, 3 pairs of captive bred falcons produced 6 chicks in the wild. This was the first time falcons east of Mississippi reproduced in the wild in over 20 years. Since then, the falcon population has increased 5 to 10% every year.